Man, what's up, everybody? What's good with y'all? It's your boy Life of Tone. I'm back with another video for y'all. Man, I'm gonna bless one, stay safe, sound great to all glory of the Lord. Of the Lord, I grab it right now. Hope God's opening doors and the Lord, Jesus, His Son, are opening doors and paving ways and open up new pathways for you to prosper physically, mentally, financially, and most importantly, spiritually. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Today's video, we're talking Change the Narrative, podcast episode 38. Do not become the narrative. You change the narrative. Do not become the narrative. Do not take the broad path everyone's taken. Take that narrow path that no one's taken in order to open up new doors for yourself. This one we'll talk about today, how to see things for what they are so you know where to go. So today's episode is on the industry. Music industry, Hollywood, all that stuff. I'm going to look up my guy's channel and I'm going to go and react to something real quick. I don't really do reactions on the Change the Narrative podcast, but I do want to go ahead and find this real quick in my history so you can see some things that I have been watching lately so you can understand where I'm coming from, things of that nature. And yeah, you can see my viewpoint at least a little better once you can see my. So we're going to go ahead and look up this video. And we're going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. We're going to watch this together. Now, this is my guy, Nitrous TV. He has about 6,800 more, 681,000 subscribers. I can't talk to him. Sorry. He has 681K. He's on the road to 1 million. He's over 500,000 subscribers and almost to 700K. I've been watching his channel for let's just say over a year now, on and off. And I like his content because he exposes the industry for what it is. And he continuously does this through certain videos and gives you guys a perspective of why we should not be in the industry and why the industry is corrupt. And he darn it says it's demonic. So we're going to watch this video about the whole Little Key situation with Young Thug. And I not watched this yet personally. My wife was watching it earlier. I wasn't watching it, but I want to see his perspective and see if I agree with it or not. And then we'll go ahead and give you my opinions on the industry in general.
Very interesting video, man. Now listen. First and foremost, before we even get into this video, I apologize if I sound stuffy. Your boy has allergies, and right now, it's the peak of spring season. My allergies are going crazy. That's number one.
Okay,
second,
understandable.
It's been 2 weeks since I last uploaded the video. If you guys have been subscribed to this channel for a while, you know that I usually don't miss a day of uploading. I literally post multiple videos every single day consistently. The only reason why I was gone is because my YouTube channel got a strike, bro. Now check me out. I told you guys on this channel
the background noise is perfect.
Level of censorship that they're implementing on media.
Yes, they are.
This is not a joke, and I don't just say it for conspiracy reasons. It's the truth, my boy. Excuse me. They literally have been taking down videos, giving people strikes, deleting YouTube channels, all of this extra shit for literally just using their freedom of speech. So my channel was on a strike for the past 2 weeks. I literally couldn't upload. Now you guys know YouTube. Once you get a strike, you can't post for 1 week. Once you get your second strike, you can't post for 2 weeks. And if you get your third strike, your YouTube channel gets deleted. So I'm not even gonna run the risk of posting content that they find to be misleading or whatever goes against their bullshit ass agenda. I'm not gonna be.
Yeah, their agenda's in the way, man. They'll let you post certain stuff.
I literally just made a Patreon. So many people have been hitting me up in the DM telling me to make a Patreon.
So I completely agree with him here. They do a lot of things to censor things that should not be censored. Anytime you expose the truth for something and you give your honest opinion about something and you're exposing things for what they are, they censor it and they block the video and they flag it. YouTube's on the same agenda as the government is. So just keep that in mind when you watch these videos as well, that these videos might get taken down one day. So watch them for what they are. Take mind of it. And if you can't rewatch it again, YouTube is on the same bullcrap as the government is. Just letting you guys know.
Talk about conversation, to talk about the topics that we talk about on this channel, on a Patreon, so it's more safe, so I don't have to run the risk of getting my channel deleted. A lot of you guys have been hitting me in the DMs asking me if I quit. I will never quit doing what I do. I will never quit this shit, bro. I will never stop. I finally reached a point in my reaction career where I genuinely feel like what I'm doing is serving a greater purpose, bro. Before I used to react to videos for
God put you there, bro. God put you there to make things shake, you know what I'm saying? To expose the other side of Hollywood that they don't want to talk about. And I thank you for it, fool. This is dope. For sure.
For fun and to provide you guys with laughter and comedy. But at this point right here, I feel like this new endeavor, this new journey, I guess we're going through together, is really providing truth and waking people up to what's really going on. Now look, Patreon is linked down in the description. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the Patreon. There's going to be a lot more.
Subscribe to the man Patreon, man.
Talking about the things that I talk about on a daily basis with my friends, my girl, my father, my parents. I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of different topics.
Digital marketer, flooded by an ocean of advertising channels, it's time to try Taboola.
I'm gonna keep exposing the industry. I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing, my boy. They're not stopping.
Tell them not stopping. You cannot be stopped.
So if you
tell them, boy,
interested in seeing more content, more in-depth content than what we've already been posting on YouTube, make sure you guys go subscribe to the Patreon. The link is in the description. Okay. But today, man, since I was away for 2 weeks, I know there's a lot that I have to cover. And this story right here has been the most relevant. Everybody has been asking me to react to this topic of conversation right here. We're going to talk about it today. Check me out. Before we even get into this video, rest in peace to Low-Key, my boy. Okay? It is very sad to see. Whenever somebody loses their life at a young age, it is a very unfortunate event. But at this point in time, you guys have to see further. Like, this is like the what? Like the fifth, sixth artist, probably like the 10th artist of our generation that dies at a young age. XX, King Von, Young Dolph, Low-Key, Juice WRLD. All of these artists dying at a young age, and they're all saying this on an overdose. Meanwhile, we all have clearly seen the Masonic and devilish ties that have been connected to all of these deaths. Has been exposed time and time and time again. Okay? Everybody says King Von's death was for Lil Durk's come up. I find it very interesting how Young Thug and Gunna, the creators of...
I kind of have to agree with the whole Lil Durk King Von thing. I'm gonna talk about that a little later, but I do want to go ahead and I'm gonna skip to the point of this video. Honestly speaking, let's just go ahead and skip.
You tried to silence me for the past 2 weeks. I am back, man. RICO charges, okay, and now all of a sudden one of their YSL artists pass away. I don't find that to be very, very coincidental, especially with the facts I'm about to show you right now. Now, before we continue any further, make sure I do leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Your boy is back. I'm not stopping. You tried to silence me for the past 2 weeks. I am back, my boy. Okay? But check me out. We're going to react to this tomorrow. There's an entire video exposing Young Thug and Gunna for actually being participants in Freemasons. This is not something that's unnoticed. This is something that's being publicly promoted on Instagram and social media. The Masonic ties that these artists have is no longer a secret. They are all a part of an overall agenda. They are puppets. Something that we talk about all the time. But check me out. Young Thug has already...
So, Young Thug is a puppet. This is facts. If you don't agree with this, you're crazy. You see wearing dresses and crap, right? He's not doing this for his own benefit, obviously. He's doing this to push the kind of, how can I say this? The LGBTQ community. This is no offense, no disrespect at all. I'm not trying to disrespect at all, but he's pushing the agenda of that community and pushing back through his cross-dressing. Also, he's promoting the agenda of it being cool to cross-dress and demasculating men. This is what it is. This is what it is. And if you don't agree with it, you're crazy. Because he did this when he came out. He didn't come out like no super gangster, toting Dracos and all that. He did that later on in his career. He came out as a cross-dressing gangster. And it's not for no reason, bro. He did this, bro, to push the LGBTQ community and to also demasculate men. Period.
Proclaim his participation in these agendas. Okay, we have Young Thug right here. I don't know what type of artist comes out like this, acting like he's gangster and shit like that, but clearly you can see that he's part of an agenda. There's multiple pieces of evidence. Your boy's indicted under RICO charges. Okay.
Yep.
His artist recently just passed away, literally 4 days after they turned themselves in. I don't find it to be a line of coincidences. Now pay attention to the timeline. Young Thug and Gunna. I'm over here on DJ Academics page because DJ Academics literally posts everything the day that it happens. It doesn't matter what time. That's why I really fuck with him. Okay, DJ Academics. Although he doesn't post it on a spiritual level, although he doesn't really talk about it in depth, he still covers the topic. But this gives us a perfect timeline to see what actually happened. I want y'all to pay attention to this because it's very, very interesting to me how closely linked all of these things happen. First and foremost, didn't Young Thug baby mom die like a month or two ago?
Like 3 months ago.
That's not even the topic of the conversation. Check me out.
Like 3 months ago.
We have right here Young Thug, Gunna, and 26 YSL members indicted on RICO charges. Okay? That was 11 days ago.
Yep.
11? Let me find it right here. Let me.
And 4 days later, Lil Key passes away.
YSL rapper Lil Key suddenly passes away at 24. Literally 4 days after this artist passes away. Now, here's the weird coincidence that I find in this entire situation. Lil Key was the only person in YSL who wasn't on the indictment, bro. He was the only person who was clean, scot-free. Now, obviously, I already know that this was a clear sacrifice. I really don't have to. Everything lines up perfectly. I know that there were other channels trying to break down numerology and stuff like that. I don't even pay attention to it, honestly speaking, because you can get lost in a cycle of just trying to make shit make sense. I feel like once you just start seeing it for what it really is, it makes perfect sense. All of a sudden, right after he passes away, now Young Thug's lawyer is trying to fight for him to get fair housing treatment because the jail situation is unlivable. My boy.
Inhumane. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen, and it's very, very clear. This is exactly what artists do all of the time. Like I just mentioned earlier, Lil Durk with King Von.
For sure.
The baby and his father.
For sure.
As soon as the baby went viral, his father passes away suddenly, and it's always sudden deaths. Always sudden deaths. King Von died at a young age. Juice WRLD died at a young age. We already watched the video of Juice WRLD sacrificing himself for fame, though. That's nothing new. But this Lil Key situation is very messed up because he had nothing to do with the indictment, and yet he has to be the one to take the bullet. Now check me out. Excuse me. I genuinely believe that Young Thug and Gunna are going to beat this case. They're facing 20 to 25 years in prison or something like that. I genuinely believe that they're going to beat the case. Now, there's two conspiracies behind this. I call them conspiracy.
I have to agree with him. I'm not going to lie to you. It seems too eerie, and everything lines up correctly. Also, another thing, this is a state RICO case. I keep explaining this to other people. People don't want to hear this. It's a bit between state RICO cases and federal RICO cases. State RICO cases, especially in Georgia, are at an 81% conviction rate. And the feds, it's a 95% conviction rate, and 9% of those are plea deals. So most of them don't go to trial. But I believe they're going to beat this case because of state RICO, number one. Number two, it just makes so much sense. Because this dude dies 4 days after they get indicted. Like, it's just eerie and very. I got weird vibrations and vibes about this.
Because obviously it can't be proven to the public. But what I genuinely believe is going to happen is this. First and foremost, they're going to beat the case. That's number one. Number two, I want you to understand that a lot of these record labels, YSL is a record label. A lot of these record labels open up life insurance policies against their artists. In other words, whenever their art.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Digital marketer, flooded by an ocean of advertising channels, it's time to try Taboola.
Dies, they're able to their life insurance policy money. So, for example,
that's another point that people don't understand either. That is a great point. Record labels put life insurance policies on their artists, and also when you sign a contract and you sign a 360, they own your masters, they own your music. So they put when you pass away, bro, and you're a music artist and you sign these 360 contracts, they get a life insurance policy off you. Number one, number two, they get all the revenue that your estate will earn off of your music. Anything outside of your music, your family will get. But in your music part of your life, after you leave this world, they benefit off of that. They gain revenue, and they don't have to do any upfront costs because now you are dead. They don't have to book buses and flights for you to go on tour. You don't have to book your studio time. None of that crap. They can take all your leftover music that you have before you passed away, how much work you put in. They can feature all these other artists on there popular, and then go ahead and put streaming. See, every artist see with Speaker Knockers, RIP. You see it with Juice WRLD. He has 2 posthumous albums. See with King Von. Was it mean to be king? His posthumous album. You see it. Like I said, you see it with all these artists. XXXTentacion. They whatever leftover music they had of him, they just put a bunch of artists on it and put a posthumous album out and remembrance of that person's death. But they make the money, not the family. No one else makes the money but them. They put a life insurance policy on you, and they make sure you sign 360 so you cannot let your family reap any of the benefits when you die. If they do, 8 other people see money before the family does. Period.
Example, if you go and you open a life insurance policy, you can get a life insurance policy for $1 million. You can get a life insurance policy for $5
million.
You could get whatever amount of life insurance policy that you want, and you have to pay the premium. That's what your family collects when you pass away. These record labels open life insurance policies against their artists so that if their artist passes away, the record label gets the money, not the family, not the siblings, but the record label. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if that's what they're a part of, but I genuinely believe that Young Thug and Gunna sacrificed low-key. And this is just, like I said, with the course of events that happened, it was just too closely coincidental. I genuinely believe that Young Thug and Gunna sacrificed low-key in order to make their jail situation a lot better, bro. Now, if you guys want me to react to one of these videos that had all like the numerology linkage and stuff like that, they were making connection between the age that he died, which is 24. He died on May 13th, which is Friday the 13th. Okay, everybody knows the day that symbolizes. Friday the 13th is supposed to be like a...
So, shout out my man Nihilus, man. I definitely appreciate that. This is going to be a longer video. This is going to probably be an hour video. I'm letting you guys know now. I'm going to go really in depth with this, and I really want you to understand where I'm coming from when I say this. I know people might not watch a whole hour, but hey, go ahead and when you watch this video, you can, listen to it while you're sleeping or whatever, and just hear me out here. So he made some great points, especially the life insurance policy point, where the regulators do put out life insurance policies for their artists. So when they do pass away, they do collect a check, and on top of that, they will collect the revenue off of that artist if they sign a 360 deal. Now, if you sign a distribution deal, that's it. They make the money off distributing your posthumous album, but your family will get the rest of the revenue. If you sign a 360, at least 5 to 10 people are touching that money before your family does. And when your family does, they're getting the scraps. They're not getting anything. So it's just like, yeah, it's just kind of sick. Another thing he bought with the King Von Lil Durk situation. Now, this is my opinion with this situation here. I do think, I'm going to say Durk got jealous of Von. But Durk knew this. If King Von was alive today, he would be the face of OTF, not him. He would be the face of OTF. Durk didn't like that. I can tell you, as a man, especially a man of his stature, who has been in the industry for over a decade. At that point, he was in the industry about 8 years now. Getting songs with Drake, doing all these things. And the fact that your artist below you, that's under you and your label, is going to surpass you and be the face of your label and not you after you put all this work in, you're going to feel this type of way. Whether it's your bro or not. If the industry tainted your morals. Hear me out with this though. So he had a video about Dave Chappelle too. I want to react to as well when I start thinking about that, because tall Dave Chappelle and he was saying about the whole demonic side of Hollywood, things of that nature. So I do want to talk about that very briefly as well. So I do want to bring that up to you guys as well, so you guys can see where I'm coming from with that too. I said this is going to be a very extensive one. This is going to be very extensive. I want you guys to really get where I'm coming from with this. And so it's not
You're always there with just what they need to make them feel safe, special,
this is kind of
and most of all, loved. You're always there for them, and we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
Your position in.
Good job. Welcome back to another reaction on this channel, man. Today we are in tone for another very interesting topic of conversation, okay? Now, 2 days ago, we reacted to a video where Dave Chappelle was literally on stage, live, exposing the entire industry for the monster that it truly is. Honestly speaking, after watching that video, I really do respect Dave Chappelle, bro. There are not many people who are part of the industry. Like I said, a lot of these industry puppets keep their secrecy to themselves, all right? Now, a lot of you guys in the comment section were saying that he wasn't breaking his oath because he never took the oath. And honestly speaking, I genuinely feel like once you sign that contract, the oath has been taken, bro. Like, whatever you want to say about it afterwards, once they own you,
they own you.
He said they literally signed a contract that said they own his name and likeness for perpetuity, which means forever. They can.
See, perfect example here. So when you sign these contracts in this industry, right? You have 2 different contracts. You have a 360. A 360, they own you. They own you. They own your likeness. They own your name. They own everything that involves you. They own you. They own you, body, mind, and mind. They own you. Like, they don't own your spirit. Well, I hope they don't. If you sign that kind of deal, you know what that means. But they own you. They own the essence of you. They own your likeness. They own your celebrity, your stardom, everything. They own you. They are you. You are their puppet. They're the puppeteer and you are the puppet. You are the dog, they are the owner. You are the slave and they are the owner. Understand this. This is not a game. This industry is sick. Industry is demonic as hell. If I tell rappers I know, do not get in the damn industry. Because if you do, you're going to be suffering like Dave Chappelle is. And the agenda of these people is to push demonic agendas. They do it through distractions. And they do everything that's against the Bible. I'm about to go really in deep with this. We might watch this video, honestly speaking, but we might watch a little bit of it. But for example, with Dirk and Vaughn, bro, I explained earlier with the OTF thing. Dirk wants to be the face of OTF as well as the CEO. He does not want anyone else to be the face of OTF for him. I'm not saying he set Vaughn up per se, because I can't say that. And plus, they were fighting a case together too, attempted murder case. So that case was never, brought out the window. Like, it never was brought out the window. They were still fighting that case as well. You got to think about how the whole Vaughn thing went down. When you see the video, right, of his passing, may he rest in peace. Hope he had peace with himself before he did lose his life. And I hope that the Lord woke him up to what he was doing. But I see words of power too. So he was speaking his demon time into existence. He got caught lacking. That could have been it too. But it's a little bit of that and a little bit of Dirk too, because you saw Dirk's reaction. He just got off live. He didn't cry. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything emotional, anything of that nature. And I find it strange because how close they were. You know what I mean? And we watched a video of his passing. These niggas got sticks on them. They got pipes. They got guns on them, bro. And no one blew at Lil Tim. No one. No one blew at Lil Tim. The whole OTF entourage is there. 100K track is there. 100K track said he got shot. Nigga didn't get shot. You see he didn't get fucking shot. You can see he didn't get shot, bro. So he lies about getting shot. It's a whole OTF entourage out there. No one blows at this man. Y'all screaming, y'all Chicago, y'all Chirac, y'all savages, y'all tote pipes, y'all shoot niggas. And none of y'all niggas had a pipe to shoot niggas. And the ones that, bro, that's a lot. They're from Chicago. Of course they got pipes. So you niggas had pipes, you ain't blow up this nigga? After he shot your man? You let this nigga fight Quando Rondo, knowing he's the breadwinner? Make things make sense. If they in a fucking setup, I don't know what it is. Dirk knew Quando would be there. And the fact he knew Lil Tim was with that man. He sent that man there to fail. This is not a fucking coincidence. It's not. I'm trying not to curse too much, but it's not a coincidence at all. It's not. God, please forgive me for all the curse I made in this video, by the way. But it's not a coincidence, bro. These dudes scream they from Chirac and they tote pipes all the time. But when it comes to your man getting shot, you have no pipe. And the ones that did, the security guys did not blow. Or y'all can say, oh, he was too close to Vaughn, da-da-da. They could have sprayed that Vaughn. If you are an armed security officer, you know how to aim your gun. Miss me with that. They didn't blow. They didn't do anything to Lil Tim. Lil Tim was scot-free. I believe. I think he got shot by the police. The OTF niggas didn't shoot at him. They ain't blow at him. The feds blew at him though, which means he went to the hospital and all that, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Quando got beat up or whatever, But it's just that it's all eerie to me, bro. It just don't make sense. So I completely agree with him with the side of the industry, bro.
Show him. They tell him what to do, what not to do. They tell him what shows he can and can't post. He can't even use his name to start up his own show without their permission. All right? Once they sign that contract, you're owned. So that right there is the oath, my boy. But he decided to step out of that by exposing everything that he's seen firsthand in the industry, right? But we have this video right here. Earlier on, a lot of you guys are sending me this video after I posted that video 2 days ago. But this is Dave Chappelle early on in his career, and it says he breaks his Illuminati spell. I'm genuinely curious to see what they mean by that, but I genuinely feel like since he has already exposed shit,
For dashers, flexibility is important to plan their
talk about comedy, whatever. And when we did Blue Streak, we were promoting it, and Martin had a stroke. He almost died. And then after that, I saw him, and I was like, oh my God, Martin, are you okay? And he said, I got the best sleep I ever got in my life. That's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill me? Yeah. What's going on? Why is going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take clothes off on TRL? We cannot get to sit here and talk.
If you guys don't know, after he signed a deal or after he declined a deal or something like that, he ended up going to Africa for a couple of years. That's why he keeps mentioning Africa. Dave Chappelle left the United States and stood in Africa for a couple of years. Now, the point that he's bringing up about Hollywood and how the industry changes, it's really a taxing nature on your mind. When I say taxing nature, it really consumes you, bro. There's a lot of things that you see or told that you're literally supposed to live in this one shell. You're not supposed to snitch. You're not supposed to say anything, but yet you're supposed to abide by all the rules and make sure you do everything that they say in Hollywood. Of course, that's going to drive somebody crazy.
For sure.
Of course it is. And I tell you guys about this all the time. Hollywood is a very demonic place. Hollywood is...
You're always there with just what they need to make them feel safe, special, and most of all, loved. You're always there for them, and we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
I'm a serious man, and I'm committed to making a serious movie.
I assume the word is already out.
It's very, very hush hush with all the negative and devil worshipping shit and all the crazy acts that they do, bro. I could post an entire video on my Patreon on how dark and demonic Hollywood truly is. There's Hollywood parties that you have wild orgies and all types of nasty shit going on. You gotta prick your finger with blood and put it on a piece of paper to enter the parties. It's like some weird shit going on in Hollywood. But let's continue.
So I think I'll be about it for now with this one. I'll probably watch a little bit more just for you guys, but
Ain't no weak people talking to you. So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
And that's all you need to know. That's Dave Chappelle talk. Shout out Dave Chappelle from DC. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. People are exposing this, bro. People are exposing this. Hollywood is demonic. The industry is demonic. Period. He said the environment they're in is sick. He's talking about Hollywood, bro. He's not talking about where you from. He's rich now. He don't have to worry about the hood no more. He ain't talking about the hood. He's clearly talking about Hollywood. So that's all the points I wanted to be made today. Like Nala said in the video, these people prick their fingers and put blood again parties. These people, they practice, sexual immorality, orgies, and all this freaked out stuff. I said some of the industry practice homosexuality and act like they're straight on the street. It's a lot of things that go on that people don't understand. Another thing I want to bring up, that's another reason why I think the Hollywood industry is so demonic. And I want to keep bringing this up because everybody think I keep attacking Travis Scott. I don't give a. It's how I feel. So at the Actual World concert, that was a sacrifice. Clear as day. Clear as day. And people don't see it because they don't want to see it. But those kids were sacrificed so Travis Scott can take a new level. It won't be seen now. It was not going to be seen then. But maybe in a year or so, Travis Scott, probably will be maybe the biggest artist. Or one of the biggest artists out there. And this man is going to get so much more money, it's going to be ridiculous. You're going to see him sign all these new deals, all stuff crap. All the agenda, bro. The agendas are to depopulate the world. They do it by promoting homosexuality so they can't reproduce. They promote violence and murder so we can kill each other. They want us to practice alcoholism so we can die faster. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I do drink alcohol, honestly, but pretty blitzed last night. But get my point. I'm just saying, they promote these things so we can depopulate the world. They're populating war and murder so we can kill each other. Either going to different countries to kill each other or go around the corner, pull out a Draco and light someone up. Well, I got a problem with homie because he said something crazy. I'm going to go beat him. And I beat him to death. And now you're locked up for life and you die in prison. They promote. Shoot, I think even with some other cases, they might even promote child pornography. There's just so many things that the Hollywood industry promotes that we do not know about, but it's facts. And my advice to any artist or any comedian or whatever, stay as independent as you can. Do not get in the industry. You cannot with them people. If you with them people, they're gonna eat you alive. All your morals, all the things that you believe in, they are taking that away from you. They own you. You are a puppet. They're going to play with you for the rest of your human life. The only time you're going to feel free is when you die. And like Nyla said, once you sign that contract, you put that blood on you, it's a wrap for you after you die too. So please don't join the industry, man. To all my rappers out there, all my comedians, all my social media influencers, stay independent as much as you can, man. Do not get in the industry. Industry is sick. It's sick. It's demonic. And it's one of the reasons why we're going through what we're going through in this country. Because God don't play. I put God first. I ask God to forgive for all my sins in this video, all the cursing I've done in this video. I ask the Lord to please forgive me for it. And I just felt I had to talk about this. It's on my mind for a while now. It's on my mind for a couple of weeks. I want to give you a really extensive episode of why not to be in the industry. So like, comment, subscribe, join the A.L.O.T gang if you have not done so. I love you guys. You guys be safe and stay healthy out in these streets. And I'll catch you guys next video. Until then, y'all be easy.